All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Kimberly's virtual grand opening. And I'm going to be spending the next 15 minutes or so just really sharing with you what Kimberly is so excited about and what me and a whole other team of people are really excited about, and really just give you a good overview of what vacation is all about. So before we get into the information, go back. I really like to just be very honest with people. I'm a very upfront and straightforward person. And so as we go through the information tonight, I just really encourage you to keep your mind open, because sometimes when people hear things that they're not familiar with, or maybe they haven't done before, and maybe they're not 100% comfortable with, they just want to shut it down and kind of close their mind and close their hearts to the information that they're hearing. So I just really encourage you to keep your minds open. Obviously, Kimberly brought you here for a reason. She specifically invited you for a reason. You have a relationship with Kimberly. And so she just had some information that she really wanted to share with you and wanted you to know about. So basically what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is a way to do one or two things. A way for you to save money on your own personal travel. The average family takes at least one vacation every single year. And I'm also going to show you an opportunity to make money, right? I mean, 97% of people live paycheck to paycheck. And so I'm going to show you a way, a very simple way to earn extra income into your household as well. So just like most people in today's economy, you are probably looking for ways to save money, to make money, and hopefully you're looking for a way to be smarter about how you do your taxes, because typically if people are just working regular jobs and have regular W-2 employment, they're basically turning over on average about 30% of their paycheck over to Uncle Sam. And so anytime that you can create a way to keep more of that money in your bank account by creating more deductions that you and your family can take advantage of, it's always a really smart thing to do. So you have goals, you showed up here for a reason, and I'm going to share with you some solutions tonight. Like I said, I'm going to show you a way to supplement your income without having to work two jobs. And this is why I encourage people to keep their mind open, because most people, we were all raised basically with one way of believing that we can earn money. And that's by having a job, having a boss, going and working a certain amount of hours, earning an hourly wage or a salary. And that's how most of us were really almost programmed to believe that the only way that we can earn money. Obviously, Kimberly is very entrepreneurial. She has multiple businesses going on. So what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is a way for you to earn extra income without having to show up at a certain place at a certain time every day, and without having someone to answer to. Also, a way for you to get paid from what you, your friends, your family, your business associates, from what they're already doing, which is a great thing. We're not asking anybody to go out there and spend additional money or do something that they're not used to doing. And also a way for you to save a ton of money when you personally travel, and really give you an opportunity to travel more because of the savings that you're able to take. So let me just take a few minutes and explain to you why the travel industry is such a significant industry. Number one is it is an $8 trillion industry. So just to put that into perspective, there's a little graph here. Obviously, you can see that we always hear about these movie openings and all the millions of dollars that they make. We also see how many cars are being sold every year. We know about the health and wellness industry, everything from weight loss to vitamins to nutritional supplements to chiropractors. Obviously, a ton of revenue being generated by anything in the computer industry. So basically, travel trumps all of those. They make them look extremely small. And even at this one at 406 million, we're talking about $8 trillion, you guys. So what if I could show you a way to be able to immediately tap into that industry and that level of cash flow? Also, the word travel is the number one researched word on the internet. So a lot of times people will say, well, I don't know anybody that travels. And I have to kind of, come back with them and be like, okay, it's the number one researched word on the internet. Everybody's looking up travel. And most of those people, they want to find a way to save money when they're doing it. The next statistic shares that baby boomers retire every 20 seconds for the next 20 years. Now, this is significant for two different reasons. Baby boomers are basically those people that are coming to retirement age, right? They're typically anywhere between 55 and 65, and they're basically falling into one of two categories. So one group of baby boomers, they've done what we've all been taught to do, right? Go to school, get a job, work 30, 40, or 50 years, and then retire. Well, what a lot of people are realizing now when they're getting to that age is that that whole plan is not working for a lot of people. They're realizing that this big retirement check that they've been looking forward to is actually a fraction of what they were barely living on in the first place. And that's why we see so many people in their 50s and 60s and even their 70s still working. I'm sure there's a handful of them that are doing it just because they want to stay active and busy and engaged with people, but most of them are doing it because they don't have a choice, okay? So that's one group of people. So obviously, if they could find a way to save money and to make money, that would be really significant to them. Then there's the other group of baby boomers where that plan did work out for them and they've put in their 30, 40, or 50 years, and guess what they want to do now? They want to relax. They want to travel. They want to see the world. They want to put off all of these vacations that they weren't able to do, that they didn't have time to do, that they couldn't afford to do when they were working those 40, 50, 60 hours a week. So the reason why this is so significant is this is a huge demographic of people that are looking for what we have. And the reality is that almost everyone you know is traveling or wants to travel. And so even when we just put these handful of things together, we're talking about a really solid income solution for you. So the big question we ask people is, if time and money were no issue, where would you go? And the great thing about this question is you can ask anybody and they would have some sort of answer for you. You could ask an 8-year-old what they wanted to do or where they wanted to go, and they may say Disney World. Or you can ask an 80-year-old and they would have somewhere too. Maybe it's one last luxury cruise. So the question is, where would you go? What would that be for you? And it could be anything. It could be cruising throughout the Mediterranean, a romantic rendezvous in Bora Bora, hitting the slots and shows of Las Vegas, sitting by our beautiful, relaxing poolside and tropical Negril, or touring throughout luxurious Dubai and seeing the amazing structures there. What would that be for you? And another great thing about the travel industry is not only is it the largest and sexiest industry in the world, but nobody is allergic to travel. So I shared a little bit about why the travel industry is significant. Let me share a little bit about why vacation. Something that I've learned over the years is that everything rises and falls on leadership, right? And so these two gentlemen that started vacation, they are just real solid people. Their hearts are in the right place. Their intentions are in the right place. I've had the pleasure of meeting both of them, speaking with both of them, and they really, really are great people. Also, why vacation is because they have a proven track record. Basically, Paycation is the networking arm of a 12-year-old licensed and bonded global travel company. They have some of the best certified training in the industry. So now that you know how big the industry is, that should really mean something to you. And they have earned some of the top honors and production awards from huge travel vendors such as Funjet, Carnival, Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Sandals, Princess Cruises. So not only are we aligned with these vendors, but we've actually earned top honors and awards from them. So what if within minutes, you could have your own personal booking engine? So just like Travelocity or Orbitz or Priceline, instead of your friends and your family and your coworkers and all these people that are going online every single day to book their travel, what if they could go through your booking engine, and every time they did that, you could earn a commission? Pretty sweet, right? So not only do you get access to great travel deals, but also to great deals on sporting events, plays, amusement parks, concerts, dining, tours, transportation, and a lot more. So here's what we have the opportunity to do, and what you have the opportunity to do as well. Because we're aligned with all of these major brands and vendors in the travel industry, we actually have an opportunity to book our own travel and book other people's travel directly with these vendors. So instead of using Travelocity and Orbitz and Priceline and having kind of that middleman, which obviously, they're going to make their money in the middle, what if you could go directly to Royal Caribbean or Hyatt or Sandals or Beaches or Club Med or any of the rental car agencies or cruise lines or resorts and book directly with them and also get access to unpublished fares? Now, you can either use those discounts for your own personal travel, and that's great, or you can book travel for some friends and family and earn a commission, like I said, every time you do that. So another thing that really sets Paycation apart is that we actually give people the opportunity to earn real certified travel agent credentials. This is not like being a part of a travel club. This is not like being a part of a timeshare where, yes, you can get discounts. This is completely on another level because you have an opportunity in less than 2 hours to become a certified travel agent and get access to the unpublished rates and fares and things that I've been sharing with you. So this is just a snapshot of something that Kimberly and I have access to right now and every single day. And these are just in our back office. These are just the resort getaways that we can have access to and take advantage of any day of the week. So let's just take a look at the one in the middle. What if you could go to a resort in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, stay in a beautiful 1-bedroom condo that sleeps 4, and you're probably looking at that going, wow, that's a really good rate. That's cheaper than being able to stay in a hotel, let alone at a beautiful resort. But guess what, you guys? This is not per night. This is actually for the entire 7-night stay. So here we have Mexico, but you can literally go anywhere, whether it's Las Vegas or India or anywhere in between, and get access to similar deals like this. Another huge perk, and really the value of joining for itself, is because you're a certified travel agent, now you have access to something called familiarization trips, or FAM trips for short. Basically what that is that many resorts, hotels, cruises, and vendors offer deeply discounted trips only to travel agents, okay? Because what they want to do is they want you to come and experience their location or product so you can go back and refer more people, and they're going to literally allow you to do it for pennies on the dollar. So here's an example of a FAM trip. We all know Sandals, right? I grew up with that name. It's a very popular resort, and this is the location that they have in Turks and Caicos. So here's an example of a FAM trip deal. Okay, so for $349 per person, not per day, this can include air, hotel, taxes, fees, all of the all-inclusive benefits. This one even has butler service. For $349, you guys, that's less than what it would cost you just for the airfare, let alone all of the things that are going along with it. So that is something that is only accessible to travel agents. So at this point, a lot of people are asking, well, how do I get started? So before I go into that, I like to share who typically gets started in Paycation. And there's basically 3 different types of people. So the first person says, okay, well, I travel anyway. I would love to save money on my own personal travel. So that person joins and becomes a travel agent. You can do it right immediately as soon as you sign up. Like I said, it takes less than 2 hours. And just by doing that, you have access to all of these unpublished rates and fares. So you can actually save money on your own travel. And guess what? Because you're a certified travel agent, whether you ever book a trip for anybody or not, it is considered a business for you. So now, anytime that you personally travel, guess what? It can be a tax deduction. So every dollar that you spend on that trip can actually be written off on your taxes. So that alone is a huge benefit for joining and very much worth it. So the second type of person says, okay, well, I could definitely use some extra income. I definitely have maybe a couple hours a week that I can invest into helping my friends and my family book travel. So this type of person just goes ahead, they become an agent. They let the people that they know let them know that they're a travel agent now. And hey, next time you're ready to book a trip, let me know. I guarantee I can find you a great deal. They book their trip with you, and guess what? You earn a commission every time they do that. So then the third type of person says, okay, I can start to see the big picture in this. And they want to actually start to refer people to vacation, just like Kimberly is doing for you. So if people join you in your vacation business, this is what allows you to build a passive, leveraged, and residual income. And again, this is not something that we're taught in school. In school, we're typically taught what's called linear income, which means that you exchange time for a dollar. So you work a certain amount of hours and you earn a certain hourly wage or a certain salary, right? It's like you and time equal money. Well, what leveraged income means is that we're building a team of people. So not only does Kimberly get paid on her own efforts, and she works her business very consistently, but she is building a team of people. So she not only gets paid on her own efforts, but on other people's efforts as well. So here's how I like to explain that to people. Let's say someone says, well, I can invest 5 hours a week in my business. Let's say Kimberly says that. Well, she finds 3 other people that also say, well, yeah, if it means extra income in my household, I can definitely find 5 hours in my week. I can watch a little less TV, whatever it is. I can find 5 hours a week if it means relieving stress in my house and bringing more money in. Well, guess what? Between Kimberly's 5 hours a week and the other 3 people's 5 hours a week, her 5 hours has now been leveraged to 20 hours a week of activity. And she and the other people on the team, including me, we're very motivated to help the people on our team, because the more money you guys make, the more money we make. And it's a very beautiful thing, because in the corporate world, it's really the opposite of that, right? Like we're all kind of trying to step on each other to work our way up the corporate ladder. And we don't want the guy next to us to get the promotion. And, nobody's ever going to make as much money as the CEO and the vice president. And that's just how corporations are, right? The entry-level employee has no opportunity to earn the same level of income as the CEO. Well, what we do in this industry, in the referral marketing industry, is we show people a way to create that opportunity for themselves. So it doesn't matter how much school you've had. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what your background is. You have an opportunity, if you really wanted to create a CEO type of income. So to get started, it is a one-time fee of $149. Okay, that gives you access to your own personal website, your own personal booking engine, all of the unpublished fares and deals, the access to get your certified travel agent training, unlimited training and support, access to the commissions, you get your credentials, you get the fam trips. Really the list goes on and on. I would probably need 3 slides alone just to show you everything you get just for joining. And beyond that, it's a monthly maintenance fee of $59.95. And I'm gonna shoot straight with you guys, because sometimes people say, well, I don't want to join because I'm afraid I can't pay the monthly fee. Okay, it's $60. It's less than the cost of dinner and a movie. Okay, and the average person pays 2 to 3 times that much for their cable bill or their cell phone bill, which doesn't really make them any money. So this is a business, you guys. This is an opportunity for you to generate, whether you want to earn an extra $500 a month into your household or $5,000 a month into your household. There really isn't a limit. So anytime you own a business, there's going to be a monthly overhead. I know Kimberly has it. I know at one point my husband and I owned a fitness facility, and I wish it was $60 a month. It was closer to $5,000 a month just to keep the doors open. And so to start a business for $150, to maintain a business for $60 a month is a truly, truly huge opportunity. So I'm going to start to wrap things up, but here's what I like to share with people before you leave. Is basically, Kimberly's just looking for you to make a decision. It's not personal. No matter what the decision is, just make a decision. And if you need more information or have some questions, we're more than happy to help you with that. Kimberly has a team of people that are happy to help you with that. But here's the deal. Here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to come off of a presentation like this and go and ask people around you for their opinion, okay? Because here's how I like to explain it. If your computer wasn't operating properly, right, would you take it to your doctor, okay? And the doctor has a totally different list of credentials. Their expertise is different. Their experience is different. And he may be able to look at it and give you an opinion of what's wrong with your computer. But if you really want to make an informed decision, you would take it to someone that is a computer expert, right? So that's what I really encourage you to do. Don't go and ask your friends and family around you who have never done something like this, who have never had success with this, if this is something that you should do. They may be able to offer you an opinion, but if you're really looking to change your life, if you're really looking to bring additional money into your household, if they haven't done it successfully, it's basically like taking your computer to your doctor. So Kimberly is aligned with a lot of people that are having a lot of success. So if you have questions or concerns, I really encourage you to take them to people that can really answer those questions or address those concerns in an informed way, as opposed to taking your computer to your doctor. Okay, so I'm really appreciate you guys taking time out tonight. I know Kimberly does also, and I know she's available for questions, or she can put you on the phone with someone that can get your questions answered. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great night, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Good night.